Hey guys, this is Webcam here. Okay, today's video is going to be on final reflections of April Raintree. Okay, after reading the novel April Raintree, I was asked to think back on the following questions, so this video is going to be of me answering the questions for you guys today. First question is, what surprised you about this book? Well, I really don't think nothing surprised me about this book because I was told basically the major events in this video, and I think they sort of ruined it for me. But what surprised me the most, I would think, is that how interesting the book is. I would fairly recommend it for most viewers out there. Okay, next question would be, what questions do you still have about this book? I don't have many questions, but the question that I would pick is, what happens after the book? What happens to April? What happens to her sister's kid? What happens about the funeral? Did they ever find a body? Or is it just does it decompose in the river and stuff? That would be the questions I'd be asking. But as you guys see, you guys could ask questions in the comment box below after you guys watch this video. Another question is, pick one passage you think is the most important or interesting passage in the novel, and why have you picked it? The passage that I would have to pick would probably be when April and her little sister are little and they get taken away because their parents are drunk. I think everyone knows what the medicine is in the book, okay? But I think it's a huge difference or change that you get taken away and you're living at home, and I think that's a huge change and a huge passage that they have to overcome. You're little and you don't know much, so I don't know, it's the passage I would have to say. And I was asked why I picked that passage. Well, I think because I have younger siblings, they were taken away, and I don't know, I think that's a huge passage for them, but I knew it was a big change for me because, not living with your siblings anymore, being separated, it's really hard. So, next question is, what is the important message that the author wishes to convey? Well, I think that she's trying to get at is that April's not being real to herself or true, and I don't know, she's not really showing who she is, and she's trying to be something else. She's making an image to show people of she's something else. She's trying to fit in, and I don't really think that there's much fitting in society now. It's either you are who you are, and if people don't like them, then tell them to get lost. And I don't know, I guess April didn't have enough courage to do that or to say so, and seeing how her sister was treated, it's different because they're both Métis. So I think that's the message she was getting at. Next question would be, how does this message affect your beliefs about discrimination against First Nations and Métis people? Well, I sort of think that's the whole thing, why she was trying to be something else, because she was Métis and slightly First Nation. Her dad was fully Aboriginal. He was an Indian, as they call him, but it's not really true. We're not called Indians, but First Nation. Well, I don't know, there was a lot of discriminating there. She saw it by seeing her sister get bullied, the other kids wouldn't want to play with her, how she was allowed in some places and not, and how people didn't really want their kids to be associated with Aboriginals back then. I think that's the big the message that people are trying to get at about discriminating, and how First Nations, they want to be something else, but I guess they can, and it's hard to overcome, to think about that, you're this and you can't change that, and you're something and you have no say in it, you're just this and that's it. So yeah. Next question, how are your biases changed since reading the novel? Well, I read the novel a long time ago, and I really don't know how it changed or stuff, but I have a new outlook on everything, and even myself, if I didn't associate with natives or everything, I think I would have been like them, hiding, making an image for myself, not really becoming my full potential and everything. I think that's the hard thing about it, is that people have. But I guess that's the end of this video. Okay, bye.